Hey guys, it's Soprano Musings, and I just finished my audition. And honestly, it wasn't that I bombed it. It was my first time, so I have nothing to really compare it to. That's what I'm gonna go with. Okay, I got there. They hadn't started yet. I guess they were still getting everything underway. I had to fill out a form, and obviously I turned in my resume and my headshot, and I just kept my fingers crossed that they wouldn't comment on the pixel, because honestly, the pixel wasn't that bad. It is noticeable if you stare at it long enough. It's kind of like one of those French paintings. The longer you look at it, you start to see the brush strokes and all that stuff. So now I am hungry, and I am downtown. And my favorite part, this is where I usually come when I come down for the music walks, and it's pretty quiet for a Saturday. I think there's an event going on later. So anywho, as I was saying about the audition, it went well. My stomach did drop though when I was asked how's my French because it's weird. Me and accents, I can get them when I'm not prompted. Like, I can do a pretty good British accent, I think. I can do a pretty good Creole accent. When I'm joking around, I can do good accents. I can do Southern Belle. And yeah, I also overheard that there's another person reading for this part, and I'm not even worried. I mean, if she's great, if she was better than me during the auditions, then by all means, I will be the first in line to, like, congratulate her. I'm just excited to be auditioning again. Like, I didn't realize how much I missed doing this. And it's just crazy. Like, I feel, as far as auditioning goes and like honing back in on my craft, everything else is doable. I feel like I can go to work, I can go to school, I can put up with people that I don't like, I can start networking again, I don't know, I feel like I can breathe now that I'm back in the swing of things. And even though I don't feel that my audition went that well, it wasn't terrible. I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't that long to be terrible. It's actually funny. I went in, and of course I think there was 4 people, and when I went in, I was surprised to see one particular person because I didn't think she'd be there, and I was fine going up the stairs because I didn't think she would be there. I'm very weird in the fact that if it's people that I know, that I admire and I respect and want to get to know more about, that sort of thing, I get extremely nervous. Now, if it's strangers, I'm totally fine. Because I don't know you, you don't know me, and we don't know what's going to happen. So I'm totally fine with strangers. I can breeze through it if it's strangers. But the minute it's someone that I feel like I've made somewhat of a connection with, that I want to keep like that personal positive connection, I get a little nervous. And of course I'm reading lines with her. Like, why would I not read lines with her? Because, you know. And as far as direction goes, it started off a little rocky there because I wasn't sure where I was supposed to come in. I saw a highlighted portion and I saw a penciled in portion, and I was just given the sheet and it's like, here, read this. And I was trying to find out where she was reading, and of course she had this evil, hilarious French accent that it took all I had not to laugh. But her accent, it was a good evil French accent. Like, I could tell the person that she was portraying was pissed at whoever I was portraying, which was his wife. And I was fully prepared to read with the gentleman that gave me the sheet, but it was her. So I had to look at her, and I was trying to feed off of her not necessarily her movements, but the way that she progressed when she was reading. And I did pretty well, I think. There were 3 or 4 words that I mispronounced. I know that right off the bat because as soon as I looked at them, I was like, hooked on phonics, let's go. And yeah, I think I did pretty well with matching her tempo, I hope. And I hope that reads across really well because I really want to do this. And like I said, even if I don't get the part, I'm excited for whoever gets it. I think it's great. I had a little bit of the story behind this play, and I really like it. So either way, I'm going to be involved in some capacity. Either I'm going to be volunteering, helping people get to their seats, or something. I don't know yet. Also, one thing that I thought was really cool was on the the form that they had us fill out, they asked us if we had any other interests, and I am interested in the sound portion of it, which I didn't get a chance to express that earlier, and I'm really glad that I got to write that down, that I'm interested in sound tech and like music production. That's where I kind of want to drift to as far as behind the scenes. I would even help out with painting, or if someone needs to read lines. Like, I'm excited to be doing this again. Y'all don't even know. It's been a rough go of things for the last couple months, and I feel like I'm just now getting that second flight. So I'm really excited. I'm glad that I did the audition. Everyone seems really chill and nice, and I don't know, I'm excited. Also, another thing that I realized doing this whole process of auditioning and making sure that I get my resume updated and all that stuff, I miss performing. I miss doing arias. So I'm gonna get back at that, and you guys will see some clips. Yeah, you're gonna see some clips, because I feel like I'm not living up to the name that I picked for this channel. It's Soprano Musings. And I mean, I effing love Girls About Guitars. Don't get me wrong, don't ever sweat the technique on that. But I feel like Soprano Musings has not been properly represented on this channel yet, and I think it's time for me to do that. And yeah, so there's going to be some clips, basically me kind of refreshing myself and warming back up to singing arias, and hopefully in the future some leads and some melodies and some Broadway, because I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to just jump in and see what happens. And I'm excited again about performing and the whole process, and I can't wait to get in further detail about it on WordPress. So if you guys are following me on WordPress, I'm going to actually do a post about that later today, about my audition, and I'm going to go in more depth about that. And within the next couple of days, obviously you're going to see more about Girls About Guitars. That's a given. I still got a whole bunch of days left on that, and you're going to see some more clips. I think I'm going to start with Vakai, because it's been a while, and Vakai, I was pretty good at Vakai before I kind of stumbled and bowed out of actually taking voice lessons, and I really do miss my voice lessons, but I just couldn't do it this semester. There's no way in hell I was gonna go back and register with my voice teacher and not only be way behind, but even worse than when we stopped having lessons. I wasn't gonna do that to her, and I damn sure wasn't gonna do it to myself. So yeah, like I said, my audition went, you know what, I'm going to grade it. Let's see. Out of 5 stars, I'll give it 3. I give it 3 because I looked good. Yes, I looked good. And my presentation was nice. I actually read my monologue, and I was nervous as all hell, because it was funny. They presented me with the option of, oh, do you have a monologue prepared, or do you just want to read? And I was like, well, screw that, I ain't got to read the monologue. And yeah, of course the person that I wasn't expecting looks me dead in the eye and is like, do you have a monologue ready for us? So of course I had to read it, and I end up making some stuff up as I went along, because I couldn't remember the order. And not necessarily the order, but there's a process that I learned doing the 24-hour playwright project, and it's like you just have to remember what's happening next. You just have to remember what's happening next and stay true to your character. So I did that, and that's why I'm giving myself 3 stars. I wish I could have got pronunciation better, and I wish I wasn't going through this cold so that I could somewhat get a grasp on a French accent. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm giving myself 3. You know what? I'm be generous today. I'm giving myself 3.5 stars. Nah. So whew, that pizza smells so good. Yeah, I'm about to hit downtown House of Pizzas real quick. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be inspiring, stay inspired, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.